everybody, thanks for being here and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now these cards are always well shuffled in between readings, and the cards that pop out or that I'm drawn to are for the sign in general. So it may not reflect everyone's personal circumstances, but even if one card relays a message, then I'm good with that. So enjoy. Hi Cancer, how are you doing? Good. Hopefully. Alright, now this is your reading for the 9th of March, Saturday. And oh, there we go. These cards are flying out for you. There's one more to go. Oh, okay. Alright, 2 more to go. You've got a sneaky little extra. Let's move it along. There we go. Hopefully it's all there. Let's see what they're saying. Okay. Now we've got the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Swords, and a sneaky extra is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, is there something that you're deliberating over? Something that is on your mind and you know that you need to make a decision about something? A decision that can take you down 2 different paths. But the thing is that you are second guessing yourself. You're a bit conflicted about which path you should really be taking. Now, the thing is that you don't really know all the information that you need to know to make a very clear decision. And you're also conflicted because your heart is telling you to go down one path and your head is telling you to go down another. And you really need more information to decide which path is the better one for you, but you don't have it. So your instinct is telling you that to go with what your heart is saying. And with the 4 of Swords coming straight after it, because you don't have the information, are you maybe wanting to pull back and making a decision? You want to consider things a little bit longer because of the quandary that you're in about which path is the better one for you. So it could be that you take some time out and, possibly, remove yourself from whatever the situation is so that you can get some peace to think. Think everything through. Now, is this related to some resources, whether it be money or things that you have accumulated? Is it something that you're worried about losing? That you just want all of your things round about you? Or could it be that you just want things just for the sake of having things? Now, so you're grabbing onto things, grabbing onto resources. Now, what does that have to do with carefully considering things? Are you maybe not sure whether or not to let them go or whether to keep them? Are, are you considering that maybe letting them go and getting resources, receiving money for the things is the better option than keeping them and holding them close to you because it's not something that you want to give away. But then you would have the thing and no money. So that is probably why you have been mulling over this. And it could be that it's something that, you do take your time over. Now, is it also something that is worrying you? Because all of these cards here are all about, deliberation. About this one here is about obsessionally thinking about things and worrying about things. And this is about taking time out to consider and being conflicted about making a decision. So, whatever the decision is about the things that are round about you, is it to maybe keep them or let them go? But it looks as though there's something close to your heart. So, there is a conflicted decision here, and it's something that you're worried about, something that you can't stop thinking about, even to the point where you're having sleepless nights. And it could be that, are you maybe not wanting to squander the things that you have, to give them away too lightly? So they obviously mean something. They have a great meaning for you. And you would rather have them than, have the money or the other resources for you to be able to use to take care of yourself, to be able to, go out and possibly live life a little bit more. You'd rather stay at home and have these things round about you and possibly not take care of yourself in the best way possible. So you really are in a quandary. Do you keep these things or do you take care of yourself and live your life? So it's a tough decision to make, and it is one that is going to give you a lot of heartfelt consideration and a lot of worry. Now, take care with whatever it is that you're thinking of, and I'll see you the next time. Bye, Cancer. Hi, Scorpio. So glad you can make it today. And this is your daily reading for the 9th of March, Saturday. Whoops. Okay, there's too many cards there. Alright, that one is sticking out, so let's take that one. Okay. So far we have the Devil in reverse and Judgment in reverse. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands in reverse. Let's have a look at what they're saying. Okay. Now, the first card that we have here is the Devil in reverse. And this is telling me that either yourself or someone round about you, or it could even be that something is has brought your attention to this topic. Could be TV, could be the newspapers, whatever it is. There's the topic of living in a world where there is aggression, violence, possibly addiction, and the dark side of life. And it's also about having the power within yourself to break free from those things, those harmful things, the dark side of human nature. And it's about reclaiming your power and reclaiming a life that's free of the dark things in life. And it could be that, you have, and moving on to judgment in reverse, that you have avoided or thought that this was your life, that you avoided making any changes. But the thing is that having lived in this world, this dark world, you or whoever would have accumulated quite a lot of wounds, whether they be, emotional or mental or physical, or, restrictive in that you were not able to participate in things, and so there could be a lot of resentment and emotional wounds or mental wounds there, which sometimes you just can't forgive. Because if the dark side of the human nature in your life had not been there, all of these things would not be happening. All of these feelings would not be happening. And it's come to the point where, with the Wheel of Fortune here, that have you reached a turning point? Have you thought that you don't want to live like that anymore? That you have found the strength within yourself to move away from whatever's chaining you down? That you've seen an opportunity here to break free from whatever is holding you back. And that this moment is your turning point, it's your destiny to move away. Now, excuse me, there could be people round about you with the Three of Wands in reverse that are discouraging of this positive outlook, this positive step. And they possibly would see that, you've missed your opportunity. This is your life. This is what you've signed up for. Trying to make a change is just it's not going to work. But that is their life, that is their opinion, that is their view. And that view may be in poor judgment. Because would anyone, choose to live a life where there's aggression and addiction? There's a reason why you have an intention of breaking free. Because it's a very hurtful life. So take great stock in this moment. This is your time to spin the wheel and decide which path you go down, decide what your destiny is going to be. And even though there may be delays in you moving down this path, there is a path here that's saying that you're going to break free. Because there's too many wounds. There's too much to forgive. This is your opportunity. Forget about the naysayers. This is your life. It's up to you to decide what you do with it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. And please take care with whatever it is that you're doing, Scorpio. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pisces. So glad you could join me. Hope you're all feeling fantastic out there. And this is your reading for the 9th of March. There we go. All right, let's give these cards a good shuffle. Okay, that one is sticking to my hand. And this one is sticking out. And my eye is drawn to this one at the back. Alrighty, let's see what they have to say. Okay, now we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, is there someone around you, or is this possibly yourself, or even something that you're discussing today? That is there someone who is quite possessive or manipulative, and is possibly quite tight with their money? They don't want to spend, or even if they do spend, they expect people to give a lot more than, is the going rate. They expect double for what they should be getting. So that this person is quite manipulative and uses their position or whatever else is available to them in order to get people to do things for them without outlaying a lot less than they possibly should. Because this person doesn't really want to give things away. They want to keep everything round about them. They want to hoard things, and they just want more and more and more, but they never want to give it away. So they're not really using what they have to the best of their ability because they're so intent in keeping everything for themselves. Now, it could be that this is something that has been found out. It could be that possibly, they have asked someone to do something and maybe not paid them properly or paid them less than they should have been paid and refused to pay, the decent rate. And, this plan has been exposed, maybe, or they've been caught doing this, or being caught, trying to manipulate someone because of their position, or exploiting someone, and they've been caught doing this. But with the Eight of Cups in reverse at the end, instead of, putting their hands up and say, yes, okay, I did that, that was something that I'd done and, maybe wasn't the best thing to do. Instead of taking that responsibility, have they run away from the problem? Have they not accepted their part in whatever is going on? That they don't feel that their exploitation or manipulation or lack of wanting to use their resources, is they don't see that they've done anything wrong. So that they're just ignoring or not accepting the problem. So there could be a moment here where, all of that is brought into light. And instead of, dealing with it and, you know, making good of the mistake that has been made, they just don't deal with it, or they run away from the problem so that it's not solved. And it just becomes a bigger issue. And it doesn't show them in a favourable light. All right. Now, whatever it is that's going on for you or for those round about you, or even if you're discussing something for a friend or whatever, take care with whatever it is you're doing. And I'll see you next time. Bye, Pisces.